from the city of Gothenburg in Sweden. We landed pretty late last night and got to the hotel maybe 10:30. But even just landing and driving in the taxi to the hotel, I was just stunned by how beautiful it is. As we were landing over the archipelagos and looking at the forest, I could just see trees for as far as my eye could see. So we're actually just here for 3 days for a city trip to Gothenburg, but I already think I want to come back and do a hiking trip here. It's just amazing. We are here for 3 days, as I have just said, in Gothenburg, and we don't really have any plans. We've got a boat trip planned for tomorrow around the archipelagos, which I'm really looking forward to. But other than that, the plan is just to wander, eat pastry, drink coffee. Chris will probably drink some craft beers, but yeah, other than that, we're just gonna chill. So come along with me and I will show you exactly what Gothenburg is like. So much yellow. dahlia party. Never.
Well, exactly.
From Gothenburg, day 2. We had such a fun day yesterday. Considering we had literally no plans, we saw so much of the city and did so many things. We got a tram to Central Station and just walked from there, kind of idly aiming for Haga, which is known as a very touristy area. And to be honest, it was just kind of a street and very busy and yeah, touristy. So we walked along there and it was cool. We did see the pastries the size of your head, but I really didn't fancy them. I'd rather have a small, really nice one. But from there we walked up a big hill to a tower, had a drink overlooking the city, which was stunning. I'd really recommend that, especially if it's a nice sunny day. Then what did we do from there? We started aiming towards the botanic garden and ended up walking past a cat cafe, so obviously had to go in, and there was a very sociable cat in there called Boris, who we love, but they're all absolutely lovely. And we ended up at the big park with the botanical garden on the other side, and it's huge. So we actually hired the scooters, and I was a little bit terrified at first, but it did actually become fun. We scooted around the park, went to the botanical garden, which was lovely, and we were really lucky with the weather all day. It was dry, cloudy, but still warm. And rain was due to come at 4 o'clock, and pretty much spot on 4 o'clock it started raining, and it did not stop. Like, it was just constant sheeting it down. So we went into the cafe, had a bit of a chill there, and just ended up going for an early dinner, to be honest, because we were pretty tired anyway, and we just sat and watched it rain, basically. But we went to the fish market, and it was delicious, and it was just a great vibe as well, so we really enjoyed it. Went to a bar on the way home, and then just came back, and there's actually a sauna in the hotel, so we used the sauna before bed. I passed out, Chris stayed up a bit later, but we are now up and at 'em today because we got a boat trip today, and it's not currently raining. It was due to be dry today, but there is a bit of rain forecast, so hopefully it won't be too bad, but I am sure we will enjoy it whatever happens. Sunshine! fun. I think I thought we'd see some more wildlife, but that's on me because I just made an assumption. But it was a really good way to learn about the history of Gothenburg and see its vastness as a port, because we were going out of the port for ages, like half an hour, and saw some of the old cranes, and yeah, went around the archipelagos, which are beautiful. So yeah, well worth it. It was only 35-ish euro each. I'll pop the link for the trip in the description. It's all right.
No, he's taking a picture of
No,
you.
it's on your work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They see me rolling, they hating, trolling, trying to catch me right into there. Huh? It's game time. How are we feeling?
I don't know.
What do you reckon?
I think 70-30 Spain, but it will help if we're not having to be the favourites in the game. That's going to be a big plus, I think. So we'll just have to see.
I may not have mentioned this, but it is the Euros final tonight and England are in it. Chris considered not coming to Sweden so he could watch this in England, but we are in a little bar in Sweden watching the Euros final. We tried to get into an English bar, but it was absolutely hammered, like over an hour before the game started. So here we are, we've made some Swedish friends, so should be fun. Let's see how we go on. Team Chris! Good morning from our final day in Gothenburg. We are both feeling a little bit weary this morning from a couple of days walking around the city, but hopefully this is not a spoiler, given this is probably going to go live a week after the match. But England did not win the Euros final last night, so we had a great time in the pub. We watched it in like a local Swedish bar, and everyone was really interested in talking to us as like the two resident British people in the bar. So we made some friends, had a great time, but yeah, unfortunately they lost. So we're going to have a gentle day today. We're not flying out till about 11 o'clock tonight, so it's going to be a pretty normal day. My main aim for today is to have the most delicious cardamom bun I've ever had in my life. So we're going to go on searching that. Chris wants to do a bit of shopping, but before that I think we're just going to hit the sauna in the hotel before we have to check out. So very relaxing day due today. Got the goods. Smell amazing. Let's try your cardamom bun. Spicy. Is it the best one we've had so far?
Yeah.
Is it the best in all of Gothenburg? Who knows?
Who knows?
The way of water. We are in the fanciest cod store I've ever seen.
Left-hand side, you see this white building. These are parts of the Chalmers Technical University. And so he had to compensate and made a fish in his hand a lot bigger instead. And the fish's size is supposed to symbolize the size of his nose. And of course, no problem for our captain. Please for the bigger round of applause for Oscar.
Like the one in... So we are currently in Gothenburg Airport waiting to go home from our little long weekend away in Gothenburg, and our flight is delayed unfortunately, and we are going to get home quite late, but it is what it is. I think one of the things that frustrated me before we went to Gothenburg is that I was doing some searches online to find like a list of the best things to do in Gothenburg or the must-dos in Gothenburg, and I just really couldn't find anything. But actually that's kind of been the appeal of it, in that there's lots of things to do, but there's no like wild pressure to do any particular things. It's more of just a good vibe and just kind of hanging around. And we did do some really fun things, as you'll have seen in this video, like scootering around and going on boats, eating some really delicious food. But I would honestly say, if you came to Gothenburg, follow your nose, do just wander around and do things that you think look interesting, and just go with the vibe of the city really, and I'm sure you'll have a great time. We've really enjoyed our time here, and I'm coming away feeling like I've been away for weeks because it's just felt quite familiar but also different. So yeah, about to get on my flight, so I will speak to you next video. Please do use the buttons below to like this video, and do subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it. It really does make a difference. Speak to you next time.